And it's 4:03, so pretty good. And now we have, I believe, do we have time to answer any questions from the audience?
Yeah, I think it would be nice if we could answer some of the questions. There were 3 that were put through, and we've just put them in the chat. So one of them is pretty relevant to what you were just speaking about, Sifu Bill. So
Okay.
I'll present the question to the entire panel, but what is the Chinese martial arts community doing to help with anti-Asian hate? Is there anything building off of what you shared earlier?
There's different organizations doing different things. I know that May 29th, there is a symposium on anti-racial discrimination. I'm part of it. I will be presenting self-defense for an hour, how to defend yourself regarding it being attacked on the street. And I believe they've invited other speakers to talk about resilience and what we can do as a starting point. I believe Megan Shang is involved in that. She actually produced a video. She was in a video regarding discrimination. Perhaps I can have Megan talk more about that.
Yeah, so on the event, it's called Anti-Asian Racism Conversations. We have information more on Facebook right now as well that you can look into. Regarding the martial arts community helping out with anti-Asian hate though, would any of the other panelists like to speak on this?
I guess no comment, but for me, it's just like bringing that awareness, just like the events like today, and then mentioning it to my students and treat all people like you want to be treated. So all the same thing as a lot of the instructors here. Just we have our own Tao conduct, our virtues. So obviously we don't discriminate against any race, religion, etc. But yeah, it's definitely got to stop, and we have to team up together, all the races and all the cultures and religions, and stop that hate, regardless if it's Asian, Indigenous, anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Another question was, are there any particular events or tournaments that you're looking forward to when it's safe to gather again?
We all look forward to getting back to a normal life. And I think CJ, Teresa, and I were talking on the phone, and she said, you know what? It's funny, but I actually miss those 10-course Chinese banquets. So.
Oh, I do. I really miss it. And the singing and the karaoke, I love it.
So if there's any other tournaments, I'm not aware of at this point. So if anybody knows of any upcoming tournaments, perhaps later on you can speak up now.
This is some visual Zoom tournament, Teresa? No?
Yes, there is actually an international Hong Kong tournament coming up on June 6th. If anybody's interested, please let me know. I can send you the details. It's held by the family organization of the World Hong Kong Tournament. So there's going to be a lot of participants from all around the world.
Thank you.
And the last question that came through the chat was, considering there are so many different schools of martial arts in Edmonton, do you see if there is any opportunity of having a coordinated open house for the public to be exposed to them?
Well, that's an excellent idea. I think we can throw it out there, and once we're able to gather in large groups, then we could definitely look at doing something like that. I'm all for it. I think we're all in this together, and it would be a good reason to get together. So any other opinions, please feel free to join in.
All right, and we've had one more question come in. And so this will be the last question before we say good evening to each other. Chinatowns and Chinese Canadian history is closely tied with our community associations and clubs. What upcoming initiatives are in the works to strengthen or build new generations or coalitions of associations in both North and South Chinatown areas and support the diverse Edmonton Chinese communities.
Okay, it sounds like a question from one of the Chinese Chinatown organizations. I think one of the priorities is like in terms of martial arts in Chinatown, like Jing is in the heart of Chinatown. I think Seafood Brendan can speak more on that, but I think you want to provide a safe environment for people to go to Chinatown. Like if you have a martial arts club there, you want to feel comfortable dropping your kids off, picking them up. Perhaps Seafood Brendan, you can speak a little bit more about that.
Sifu Bill, you put me on the spot. You're so well spoken. So,
No.
well, right now we're not allowed, as you know, so to even do one-on-ones. So, but all I can do is encourage when we're back, you know, just even picking up garbage around the community, you know, and I know that there's many missions and things like that, like Home Mission, I think, right beside us, and I know they're feeding the community, and I know there's a lot of tents out there. But I think we just got to be caring, and if anybody needs help, we want to make sure that we step in and help them out, whether it's buying them a sandwich, I don't know, but I think we need to collaborate a little bit more. I haven't really given, in all honesty, I haven't really given too much thought on it as much. I've been kind of just trying to pay the rent and but anyways, it's definitely something that I like to try to clean up the Chinese community. And I know that there is one organization, I just can't think of the name right now. We obviously work with the Chinatown, Little Italy Association, and then we can probably collaborate a little bit more with all the Chinese communities, not just the martial arts. But you know, that's why we have all those banquets before in the past. But you know, we have everybody's contact information. If anybody has anything in mind, I'm definitely open for discussion and some assistance. Definitely, and the rest of my group.
Okay. Yeah, I know that a couple of years ago there was an event called a Long Table where we fed some of the homeless in that particular area, and if it weren't for COVID, it probably would carry on again. So that's probably one of those events that we could look forward to assisting and volunteering at. But that's all I have to say at this point. Christina, back to you.
Oh, thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this this afternoon's event, sponsored and put on by the Chinese Benevolent Association of Edmonton. I want to give big thanks to Bill and Megan for moderating the event, and to all of the Sifus and champions who joined to give us great advice, to share your story. I really, really appreciate it.